What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. Frank Castle and the Punisher has always been a based, right wing, testosterone fueled, gun loving murderer, really, even if he does it for the right reasons, if there ever are such things. And that's why the people who have been writing him for a long time are all corrupted left wing, hate him. They've taken away all of his agency. They've changed his emblem a bunch. They've given him magic powers and a bunch of other dumb shit. Either way, the reason most people now know about Punisher, at least all the normies out there, is because of Jon Bernthal, maybe Thomas Jane, but basically the Netflix series. That's the last time we've really seen him. And that's what we're expecting. And this right here is definitely one of those cases of, well, it was in the comics, even if the comics were written in 2019 by those aforementioned leftists. A bunch of all cops are bad, defund the police are the people writing Punisher. So what did you think was going to happen? Here, the showrunner, Dario Scardapane, confirming that the cops we see will be dirty. They will be having the Punisher logo, and Frank will be hunting them. So this was way back in 2024 in January. The Punisher will have a significant role in Daredevil Born Again. He will have his own subplot in the series where he hunts dirty cops who use his symbol, something we've definitely seen in the comics before in 2019. Again, written by those, one of those things that they don't use the OG comics, but they sure use those new ones written for modern day socio-political reasons. So the showrunner here talking about the show now and the tattoo of the Punisher that we saw on the corrupt cop. The tattoo should be a hint. There's a Frank Castle storyline that is, I think, deep and rich and has been begging to be told. It's going to piss everyone off. It was in one of the comics. Frank's appearance is not random. Comes back to your early question of who is a vigilante, who's good, who's bad. Frank is one of those incredibly galvanizing characters, and Frank comes into our world with a purpose. That purpose is executed. Does it have something to do with these men that we see in that apartment? Yes. And so, again, Scardapane talking about what it was like to make this story in the polarizing times that we live in. He said, it's incredibly important to me, and I think it's incredibly important to Marvel. And I know it's incredibly important to Jon. Now, Jon Bernthal, the fact that he's come back means they must have had something of substance. But in that discussion, in that dichotomy, and that, for lack of a better word, the feelings, emotions, and conversations about that specific is tackled in this season. And I think it's tackled very well. And I think Jon in particular knows how to voice that discussion probably better than anyone. Well, let's hope so, because it's not the first time he's talked about it. This is, of course, the first time, or rather, they're referencing this comic is described here, where once the officers discover that they've pulled over Castle, they ask to take a selfie with him, inform how they support his actions. Castle responds by tearing the Punisher symbol off their vehicle, tearing it up and informing them, I'll say this once, we're not the same. You took an oath to uphold the law. You help people. I gave all that up a long time ago. You don't do what I do. Nobody does. You boys need a role model. His name is Captain America, and he'd be happy to have you. So he doesn't want the cops having Punisher symbols on their thing, even though it's just a symbol that crime can't hide, but that's fine. 2021, you can see here, Jon Bernthal responding to one of these writers for Punisher. That writer saying, I'm a Punisher, or someone else saying, I'm a Punisher fan. No matter how many nut jobs steal his logo, I'll still be a Punisher fan. They don't understand what it truly symbolizes. If they did, they wouldn't wear it, and I'm not going to let them take it from me. Here's Jon Bernthal saying, I'm with you. Beautiful work. These people are misguided, lost, and afraid. They have nothing to do with what Frank stands for or is about. Now, that was in 2021, but you can see here, he's since changed his tune in 2024, saying, I think there's a reason why that character has resonated as deeply and strongly as he has in the hearts and minds of comic book fans and first responders, that includes cops, and people in the military and all over the globe. I think there's a little bit of Frank Castle in everybody. So now he gives the diplomatic response. He exists very strongly inside me, and I care about that character deeply. I also know it's absolutely essential that if we do it right. We have real sacred integrity to the source material. And I remember him saying that, and I loved it then, and I loved it now. The question is, what source material are we going to be sacred and integrity to? Clearly, it looks like they are going off that 2019. Chuck Dixon here, of course, Longtime writer, Punisher writer Chuck Dixon saying the main reason they wanted to get rid of the Punisher is because they hated the Punisher and they hate you for liking it. Simple as that, which is why they've now changed him so much and gone on that whole new public image tour and changed the symbol and changed his magic. And yeah, got to stop letting left-wing people write right-wing characters and maybe even the reverse. But yeah, either way, let me know what you think about all this. How you feeling about Daredevil? You think Punisher will make it better, or you think it's great and Punisher will only make it that much more fantastic? Either way, let me know what you think. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.